Let's have a look to the introduction. Aggregate impact test is a test designed to evaluate the toughness of stones, which is resistance of the stones to fracture under repeated impact, may be called an impact test of road stones. Toughness is the property of a material to resist impact. Due to traffic loads, the road stones are subjected to the pounding action or impact, and there is possibility of stones breaking down into similar pieces. The aggregates, therefore, should be tough enough to resist disintegration due to impact. This characteristic then measured by impact value test, which may differ from its resistance to gradually applied corrosive load. Impact value of an aggregate is the percentage loss PF weight of particles passing 2.36 mm sieve by the application on load by mean of 15 blows of standard hammer and drop under specified test condition.
For the first step is, first we need to take the sample, which is aggregate. The aggregate size is 10 mm, and then we sieve it in this 10 mm sieve, and then we take this part for our sample, and we put it in this bowl. Are you tired?
Yeah.
Then we continue. Bottle is already filled. So remove it. Then we continue. So we took this part of the sample, we filled the bowl. Okay. So after a while of sieving works, this is the sample that we got. So next we continue to the next step. Okay, let's go. Okay, for the next step of the experiment, what should we do?
We need to weight the cylindrical measure.
The empty one, right?
Yeah, the empty one.
For A,
And for the B.
for let's proceed. Next step.
Okay. Next step, we need to transfer this aggregate to the cup A and cup B, and then we need to make a three-layer, which is we need to tap 25 taps each layer using
Then bring it over. Okay, so let's proceed. So this is sample B, the first layer.
And this is sample A, first layer.
Okay, so we tap it how many times?
25.
the final layer, the third layer. Again, 25 times. For 25 times for 3 layers, we should try to make it even. So for this sample, the sample is not to fill because we want the volume of the cup. So I will add half to the cup. We want it to be as full as possible but not too much. So that's why we do this. Maybe a little bit more. So after we take the weight of the cup and the sample, we transfer the sample of the aggregate from this cup to this mold. The process are the same as I did before, which is we put it in 3 layers and we serve it 25 times each layer. Okay, let's proceed. So this is for sample A and this is for sample B. Okay, so this is for the first layer, 25 times. Jump out from the mold, we need to put it back to the mold because the volume is for this cup is with all these stones, so we need to use all of it. So for the second layer, okay, 25 times.
weight again about the passing and the return. This one is for the return. And then this one is for the okay, after we done and then we pour this one and then for the next sample we do a sampling.
For the calculation part, we need to find out the percentage wear average value. To find out the value, the weight loss should be divided with the initial weight and multiply by 100. So, the overall weight loss for the sample A and B in total is 114.4 over the initial weight for the both sample are 301.65, which should be multiplied by 100, and the value that we will get for the percentage wear average is 37.92%. Two samples A and sample B, were utilized in this experiment to derive the aggregate impact value average from the data received during the aggregate impact value test. To identify the aggregate's classification, the aggregate impact value is obtained to establish which aggregate is suited for different pavement kinds and whether it can support large loads or not. The classification of aggregate is crucial. According to the trial, the aggregate wear and the average value is 37.92. This experiment violates the JKR specification for roadworks because the aggregate crushing value is more than 30, or the initial value is 37.92. As a result, it is crystal clear that the classification of the aggregate is weak for road surfacing. This means the type of aggregate cannot be used in the construction roadwork. Good classification is important to produce grade concrete that carries a high load. Besides that, it is also important to produce grade pavement on the road.